sourcing when there just aren't that many thrift stores, garage sales, and estate sales around. Today I'm going to show you some different ways that you can go about sourcing items, even in areas that seem kind of sparse, that will help you grow your side hustle and earn a bunch of money online. One of the biggest problems as resellers is finding great stuff to sell, because if you can't find anything good to sell, you're not going to make any money. But if you have a ton of great inventory that you got for cheap, you're going to be much more successful. And by using these methods, you will be able to earn more money online and grow your inventory. So let's get into it. One of the first ways is through retail arbitrage, which is basically where you go into a store like Walmart or Target, and you go to the clearance section and you scan them and look them up on eBay to see if you will be able to sell them for a profit online. This is great because even if there aren't many like thrift stores and garage sales, there are oftentimes retail stores like Walmart and Dollar General that you can go to and source items even on like normal shopping trips where you're just buying stuff that you're going to use in your day-to-day life. But another thing to keep in mind though is that you can make even more money by being kind of creative with this. So one example is with Dollar General, and that is that they have penny items, where basically when they have an item that they're looking to get rid of, that they're pretty much just trying to throw away more or less, they will sell them for literally a penny, but they're not advertised, and you kind of have to go about figuring this out on your own. But there is an app right here, and it's called Penny Finder, that you can download on your phone, and it's basically a bunch of people that get together and they show various items that they found that are being sold for literally a penny at Dollar General. Another great way is through Walmart, where a lot of times with Walmart they may update the price but not the sticker on the clearance items. So you can get the normal Walmart app, scan these various items, especially the ones in the case that employees just aren't going to get to as much, and see if the actual clearance price is less than the clearance price on the sticker, and buy these items and sell them for a profit. Another great way is through online arbitrage, where basically you're doing the same thing, but you're looking for clearance items that are being sold online. This is great because it allows you to get these items without having to physically go somewhere, and you don't have to worry about the cost of gas. But it can be a little bit more difficult to find items. But with that being said, going online is still definitely a great way to find clearance items that you can sell on Amazon and eBay for a profit. Another great way is through book sales. When we think of sourcing books, we think of going to areas such as thrift stores and scanning the various books and buying them and selling them. But believe it or not, a lot of times libraries have book sales where you can go a lot of money selling books that are sourced from book sales that are being held by libraries. This is oftentimes very reseller competitive, but one thing you can do is just call up libraries and say, hey, are you having a book sale by any chance? And sometimes there are errors in these listings, so don't be afraid to call your local library, ask them if they're having a book sale, and if they are, then you can go to these various libraries and source books to sell online. Another great way is through local marketplaces such as Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace is honestly fantastic because not only is it a way where you can sell kind of larger items without having to pay any fees or shipping, but you can go about sourcing items on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of times people that are, for example, moving, they post items on Facebook Marketplace just looking to try to get rid of them. And also you see people that are posting items for literally $1 or $2, and they're just trying to get rid of them. But the best part about Facebook Marketplace though is that whenever you're not going to spend the time to go out and get the item without knowing you're going to actually come home with something. And this isn't very reseller competitive in a lot of situations if you know what you're kind of looking for, so this is definitely a great way to go about finding more items to sell online. But another thing about Facebook Marketplace though is don't be afraid to post classifieds, right? Don't be to make an ad saying that you're looking for stuff, right? A lot of times people have books that they're looking to simply just get rid of. For example, here's an item or listing right here of stuff that people are just getting rid of that are garage sale leftovers. Also, a lot of times people have books that they're looking to literally just get rid of. And, instead of taking them to half-price books, say, hey, don't worry about taking them to half-price books. I'll take them off your hands for completely free. Also, don't be afraid to say, hey, if you have stuff you're looking to get rid of, just message me and send me a couple pictures and I'll let you know, and I'll just come by and pick it up and take it off your hands. Also, word of mouth. Let your friends and family know that, just say, hey, I'm starting to resell stuff. If you have stuff you're looking to just get rid of, let me know. I might pay you a couple dollars for it. Another great way is through online estate sales. So a lot of times nowadays, instead of the traditional estate sale where people just kind of open up their house and you walk in and try to buy stuff, you can go online to websites such as ctbids.com and find local estate sales that are being auctioned. This is great because, for one thing, a lot of times estate sales that are being auctioned aren't going to have like a physical estate sale too, and they're going to be listed differently. And another thing that's great to keep in mind too is that when it comes to online estate sales, you're not going to waste the time to go out and get the item without knowing you're going to come home with something. A lot of times with estate sales, you might drive 15 minutes away and take the risk of not coming home with anything. And this is definitely has been great for me because I've been able to source various items from local estate sales that, even though they're 15-20 minutes away, I'm not taking a risk because I know I'm getting something good at the end. And a lot of times people will have like items that they really couldn't figure out a way to just kind of bundle them, or they couldn't really figure out how much they're worth, or they might just think that they're junk, and they'll have kind of a garage sale type deal outside of the estate sale. Another great way are through trying to enter giveaways. Now, I know what you're thinking, giveaways, like, there's no way you're going to win them, the odds are low, and it seems kind of like a waste of time. But keep in mind that a lot of companies, you can see the website right here, juliusfreebies.com, a lot of companies have flash giveaways, where you can see there are a bunch of items that are being given away. And this list is updated every single day. As you can see, it was updated today. And this is a perfect way to get inventory because, for one thing, you don't have to spend the time and gas to go out and physically get anything. But another great thing to keep in mind about this too is that if you win, you get items for completely free. And if you enter 5 giveaways a day, you're bound to win something. But another thing too is that a lot of times, the odds are maybe 1 in 100 or 1 in 200, as opposed to like, the lottery or something. And they're completely free to enter too. Also, look into giveaways that various YouTube channels may be having. A lot of times YouTubers have like small giveaways to help grow their channel. So they might be giving away like Amazon gift cards or coins or something to help promote their channel and get more growth. But this is perfect for you because you can go through these smaller channels that might only have 250, 500 subscribers. Not only, but like, as far as entering giveaways are concerned, your odds can be better than 1 in 100, or sometimes better than 1 in 10 if you're lucky. You can enter them and have a fairly decent chance of winning them. Now, another great way is through flea markets. Now, flea markets are more or less kind of like massive garage sales. The prices tend to be a little bit higher than garage sales, but you can go to these sales and find great items that you can buy and sell on eBay and Amazon. But the good thing about them too is, even if there aren't many estate sales, garage sales, or thrift stores, which are more traditional for reselling, there might be a local flea market that you can go to and find just as much inventory for the same price and make just as much money. So I really hope that y'all found this to be helpful and beneficial. And please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you. Have a great day.